All right, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwaf that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And as I keep saying over and over, broken record, we are living in beautiful times. Beautiful times for the hopeful elect. Not so beautiful times for the rest of you. Okay? Adawan Ratazah, we be of that number we keep enduring to the end. But as the brothers say, Sleazy E, Sleazy E, more better known as the Red Hebrew Edomite, okay? He's through. He's through. All right? As the beloved brother Yabakal always says, this devil is on the ropes. Don't let up, okay? Keep your foot on his neck. This devil is on the ropes. His fucking, what did I say? Keep hitting him, okay? His knees are weak. They wobbly, okay? He's gassed out. He's fatigued. That's another thing that's been trending lately. Esau's complaining about black fatigue now. They understand what it's like to be Jake, which I got that on deck, Deuteronomy 30:7. The prophecies are singing, bro, singing. Beautiful times for the hopeful elect, okay? I didn't even grab that one, but, there's no greater joy than seeing the downfall of your enemy. Satan is falling like lightning. This bitch is circling the drain, okay? So, again, Sleazy E, the Red Hebrew Edomite, he's on the ropes, okay? His knees are weak. Knees are wobbly. He's gassed out, okay? He's losing all hope, all faith, okay? He's through. He's through. Keep hitting this devil. Don't let up. Knock this damn devil through the ropes, okay? Keep your foot on his neck. Let's read I'm going to leave the link for this video in the description as usual. It says, who's this guy again? Jay Reed again. I'll leave the link in the description. As you can see, it says, the thumbnail, it gets worse. I'm giving up. Trump lies. Trucking crisis. Oh, that's another thing that I've been meant to say. The only reason why Trump was trying to make peace talks and did all these, put a pause and all this type shit, was because he was going to be making a fucking, he was making his rounds through the Western Asia, through the Middle East, going to Qatar, going to Saudi Arabia, so on and so forth. So he needed that place to quiet down, for his own safety. But I foresee soon as he's done, shit gonna go back to the way it been, and I dare say escalate even more. And I was thinking the only reason he's making that trip to Qatar, to Saudi Arabia, is because they're preparing for this war. I mentioned a documentary, I think it was on Tubi, but it goes into the three princes. It goes into the prince in Saudi Arabia, the prince in Qatar, and what was the other, Iran? I forget, what was it? No, it wasn't Iran. It was the United Emirates. And basically, when I watched that documentary, it shows you how they're heavily invested in military arms. Okay, them Saudis, them people in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, they always boasting and bragging on their military industrial complex. So I believe that's really why Trump went over there. Okay, it's all theater, but they gonna show off their weapons, man. Give them a sense of security. But as the scriptures say, they that ate thy bread have laid a deadly wound. You being rope-a-doped, you're being further led to your demise. You investing more and more in Western Asia, to the Levant region, that's going to lead to your demise, man. Because we know what the prophecy says. Ultimately, they're going to turn upon the whore and burn her with fire. Okay? But anyway, going back to the video, it says Trump is a liar. He's a liar. The father of lies. But what do you expect from the devil? So it says truck driver loses business after tariffs and bad economy in 2025. And then he's talking about how he made a trade. He came to a trade deal. That's a lie. That double talk. It's a pause. And the tariffs are still on. So what's going to happen after the pause? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. But you people gobble it down. Anyway, let's read some of the description, and I'll read a little bit of the transcript again. I'll leave the link in the description, but let's get it. So it says, in 2025, thousands of truck drivers across the United States are facing financial ruin, and this is the story of one of them. After years of hard work and sacrifice, this independent trucker has lost everything due to the collapsing economy, skyrocketing fuel prices, and crippling tariffs. He mentioned the insurance. I'll read a little bit of it. So it says, due to collapsing economy, skyrocketing fuel, and crippling tariffs that have disrupted the entire supply chain. With fewer loads to haul, rising maintenance costs, and import-export delays crushing demand, small business truckers are being forced off the road at record rates. The Biden administration's economic policies, ongoing international trade wars, and inflation have made it nearly impossible for owner-operators and small freight companies to stay afloat. Again, this is just the further demise of the middle class, okay? Let me see. I wanted to get a good thumbnail when he was crying like a little biatch. Get him crying. It is what it is, you know. You can watch it for yourself, but let me get some of the transcript. All right. Oh, Salakia. And then I'll get some scripts and I'll close. I ain't gonna make this one long. So it says this is this Edomite, what appears to be an Edomite, on the left, right? So it says, how you doing, TikTok? Really torn up about whether or not I was gonna make this video, but I think I need to. Today, I'm an owner. Today, it says today. It says, I think I need to today. I'm an owner-operator. I own my own truck, or should I say I used to own my own truck. Today's the worst day of my life. No, it ain't. You ain't seen nothing yet. It says, today's the day that I turned my truck in. I'm between the shops. It says, well, I think it says between the shops and the insurance and everything else that goes with it, payments. I went broke. Put it my way, I just went broke. I turned my truck in, love my life. I turned my truck in, love my truck. I tried my best. Luckily, I work for a guy who's good enough to put me in a company truck, but it doesn't change the fact that you see he started to cry, started to tear up. Failed. He's acknowledging defeat. He's a failure. He says, but it doesn't change the fact that I failed. Run my ass off. I stay out for 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks at a time, sometimes more, because I used to do trucking. I used to go over the road. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the trucking industry, for every week out, most companies, for every week on the road, you get 1 day off. That's why you see truckers always gone for months at a time, and then they'll be back home for like a week or two. Because again, most companies, unless you got a dedicated route, you know, you're home at night on the weekends or whatever. But normally, if you're doing over the road trucking, every week out, you're gonna get 1 day off. Okay, so that's why they stay out so long. Just for those of you that don't know, all right. And it says and usually you're getting paid by mileage. Okay. So it says I I stay out 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks at a time, sometimes more. Not only I spend every penny I have, I went in debt. Again, these people are drowning in debt. They're drowning in debt, and they can't. You can only tread water for so long. I owe this good man a lot of money. A lot of money. You get the idea. Again, watch the video, man. Again, this devil is on the ropes, man. The red Hebrew Edomite, Sleazy E, he's through. Finish him, knock him out. Okay, he's through. Now he wants some sort of kumbaya solidarity. Screw you, man. Screw you. It serves you right. It's good for you. Okay, it's good for you. And it's not just, it's Esau Edom's downfall coincides with the downfall of all you tribes that are confederate with this place, that are joined hand in hand with this devil. As this devil goes down, you people that love Babylon, that love this world, you're going down with it. And you heathens that are confederate with this devil. Beautiful, beautiful times, man. A changing of the guard. Okay? This world was created for the wicked. Now it's about to be the righteous' world. Okay? And that's what we're waiting for. New heavens and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So that's the point. Again, keep hitting this devil. He's through. He's weak. He's wobbly. He's on the ropes. He's gassed out. He's losing all hope. And we know what he's going to do. Ultimately, he's going to lash out. This beast, this serpent, this devil is cornered. He's going to lash out. He's going to show his true colors and take out his true hatred upon you tribes. He's going to come down with great wrath per Revelation 12:12. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these, that's part of the black fatigue. Not only do they feel the curses that we've been, the cup, now they starting to drink the cup we've been drinking since our, that's all we known in Babylon was this cup, which are these curses, primarily slavery. Now Esau drinking this cup, they know, they're starting to see what it's like to be a so-called black man in America, right? But also they tired of you Jakes, man, you black, bliggity black Jakes. They tired of you YNs and you know, you Keishas and, you know, Esau's tired, man. He's losing his kingdom and he's about to lose his mind. And he's about to take out all his anger, that perpetual hatred, he's about to unleash it on you tribes. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh, beautiful times that we're living in for the hopeful elect. Horrific time to the rest of you, lest ye repent. And the Lord Yahweh, thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And it's a beautiful thing to behold. It's a beautiful thing to see. Beautiful times that we're living in. And you ain't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning of sorrows. 2 Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, and your foolish pride has blinded you, and it's going to lead to your demise. It's leading to your demise, because you refuse to take heed. You refuse to repent. You refuse to acknowledge your offense. And the time is running out. The doors of mercy about to slam shut. I'll close out here. One of my favorites. All three of these scriptures is my favorites, you know. Beautiful times, man. Prophecies singing in our ears. Put a smile on our face, man. Baruch 4 and start at 29. Baruch 4:29. For he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy. We're in that time. With your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Right now we're being comforted by these precepts, these prophecies being fulfilled. Yahweh Bashim, we're being comforted seeing Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's judgments manifest in the earth. Him making good on his word. His word is bond. You see? Beautiful times. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. You sent gifts one to another, man. You know? It says, miserable are the city. You made a whole fucking a whole day of it, man, of lynching a nigger, man. You know? The whole towns came out, packed railroad trains and shit, you know, to go watch a nigga being lynched. You brought your children, you set up shop, you sold food and shit, you know? You know? Took postcards of Jake's being lynched, you know? You had a good old time, you know? Now look at you. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Look like a fucking Babylon, look like a third world country. Fucking tent cities all over the goddamn place. For sale signs all over the goddamn place. Literal human feces on the goddamn streets. This place is through. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, yeah, what did they say? Raise it, even to the foundation thereof. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon, that's the ultimate judgment. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is breaking you down from the rooter to the tutor. Economically, physically, and spiritually. And the cherry on top gonna be that the Lord's arrows, them ICBMs, raining upon your head. It says, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Because America is going to be what you saw in the original Planet of the Apes. It's going to be the forbidden zone. It's going to be a wasteland. It's going to be a desert. That's the second death. America being completely on fire by by intercontinental ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles coming primarily from Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, India, all these nations that have nuclear capabilities. They're going to click up and burn this whore. And we love it. We love it. We can't wait. This is what we're looking forward to. But remember, in order to get to the kingdom, because that's what that represents, that's the kingdom being ushered in. The earth is going to be terraformed. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to sweep this bitch with the besom of destruction. Okay? The earth is going to be refreshed, renewed. What's going to do that? The ultimate cleaning agent, which is fire. But again, that's the kingdom being ushered in for Yasharallah. But first and foremost, the elect of Yasharallah. But again, in order to get to the kingdom, we must go through much tribulation. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to get worse before it gets better. We're at the evil times are on the horizon. Perilous times, bad times. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. All hell is about to break loose. Okay? Judgments are increasing. Okay? You're seeing an increase in domestic violence, as I've been saying. It's going to be class wars, race wars, domestic violence, the love of many waxing cold. People going to lose their fucking mind. Okay? So hold on to your bootstraps. And again, keep hitting this devil. Knock him through the fucking ropes. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.